Who's the bigger threat to the Warriors, the Cavs or the Rockets?
The Cleveland Cavaliers, because that's the team that has the best player in the game on it, named LeBron James. They're also going to get an individual back that we just saw named Isaiah Thomas that's truly motivated by what happened in Boston, as he discussed, but to also get paid, something that the Boston Celtics didn't want to do, something that the Cleveland Cavaliers may not do. In order for him to actually cash in on his productivity, I think that's going to inspire him. They've built out their roster with depth. I know it didn't show very much on Christmas Day, but when you have Crowder, you have Green for a reason, so they can guard KD. You bring in Wade as a substitute, balances out the second unit. I think the Cleveland Cavaliers are going to not only face the Golden State Warriors in the NBA Finals, but they, outside of the Houston Rockets, have a better chance because Chris Paul has continued to deal with injury. They're winless without Chris Paul. They only lost one game that he's performed in. And for James Harden, he still has to show that he can consistently prove that he can be efficient in the playoffs the way he has been in the regular season.
So, to be clear, you think the change on the Cleveland Cavaliers of adding Isaiah Thomas, Jay Crowder, Dwayne Wade is enough, and in fact, a better team to defeat the Golden State Warriors than the team last year with Kyrie Irving?
Yes, I do.
Okay, to be clear, because last year during the finals, I got you. Because last year you said there is no way this team beats the Golden State Warriors 4 out of 5 times. There is no way they win 4 games.
And they didn't.
And they didn't. So you're banking this argument on the changes the Cleveland Cavaliers have made.
That's what I just
to their
discussed.
roster. All right,
yes, sir.
Here's the thing. I don't like betting against Isaiah Thomas. He's been, I think I have been president of the Isaiah Thomas fan club. There may be somebody else who wants
to. You don't have to build him up to tear him down. I know that game.
I'm not going to tear him down. I think he's great. But I also know he hasn't played in a few months, and I can't bank on the unknown of what he can bring this team. I've seen the Golden State Warriors face, even if he's in the fight of his life, a guy who's in the fight of his life to be the best player in the game right now, I've seen them face that man, and he's amazing. LeBron James has shouldered that team on 3 straight finals. And I've seen the Golden State Warriors vanquish them in 5 games in the past 7 months, whatever it's now been, 9 months. I know the Golden State Warriors can handle that Cleveland Cavaliers team. And I simply don't think Jay Crowder and Isaiah Thomas and Dwayne Wade change it enough to put them over the top against the Warriors. But I do see in Houston a team with real intrigue, real threat. I'm not saying they can beat the Warriors, but I think they present the biggest threat to the Warriors. James Harden is an absolute assassin. You're right. He needs to step up and show it up in the playoffs. He has been an absolute regular season assassin. And now with Chris Paul next to him as his running mate, running smart plays, this team is efficient offensively. They're now playing good defense. And if you want one stat that should give you hope for the Houston Rockets over the Cleveland Cavaliers, it's that the Rockets are 10th in defense and the Cavs are the 3rd from the bottom in defense. And so in the end, the threat for the Warriors most likely will come in the Western Conference Finals, not in the NBA Finals.
You know that the Cleveland Cavaliers have something that the Houston Rockets don't, right?
LeBron James?
And a championship pedigree. They've actually faced the Golden State Warriors in the NBA Finals and beat them before.
Yes. Was 2 words? Kevin Durant? Was he on the team at that time?
This is why he wanted to join the team.
Well, that's a different conversation.
Absolutely, because these players are still intact for the most part. You take out Kyrie, as we've acknowledged. You bring in Isaiah Thomas. I think they're a lot deeper now. LeBron James is better now. I agree with you. Houston has gotten a lot better, in particular on the defensive end. When you add Paul and Bamute to go with Trevor Ariza and Tucker and Capella, yes, they can play on both ends of the basketball, both ends of the basketball court. But I do think, however, if I had to say who has the better shot, it has to be the team led by LeBron James that's better this year than they were last year. And I will say, don't underestimate the Cleveland Cavaliers. If Isaiah Thomas is able to come back and play at that elite level, this matchup is a lot closer than people really realize.
And the reason I will side with the Houston Rockets in this debate as to who presents the bigger threat is the unknown. Again, I don't know yet. if this Cleveland Cavaliers team is better than the one with Kyrie Irving. We'll find out by the end of this season. But because we don't know what Isaiah Thomas will bring to this team. But we do know what CP3 has brought to James Harden and the Houston Rockets.
I love this debate stuff so much. You just did it.
Let's see. What'd I do?
How about this?
What?
Who are you taking?
Yes.
The Houston Rockets without CP3, because that's my unknown, or the Cleveland Cavaliers without Isaiah, because that's your unknown?
Well, I don't think CP3 is as big of unknown as IT is. You can't say those are equal unknowns.
You mean
we've actually seen Chris Paul in a Rockets jersey.
But
we've seen him play next to James Harden.
We've also seen CP3 have 2 different injuries this year that sidelined him.
Yes, but just because you're saying there are question marks around both, don't make their question marks equal.
Well, in theory, it does. One is a lot older and has dealt with multiple injuries. One is returning from an injury.
And one is Chris Paul.
I'm going to assume that when Isaiah Thomas puts on a uniform, he's going to be healthy and ready to go. And that productivity that he's going to bring, people are underestimating how good this guy at 5'9" is at basketball. I'm trying to tell everybody, when he gets back, the Cavs are going to be a serious problem.
Hey,
a bigger problem.
President of the fan club.